Apologies for the horrendous camera work. Oh dear lords. Look at this. That's crazy. This is my body cam, by the way. Oh my goodness. Do not adjust your screens. Oh my god, sequin! I think I might need it in my life. I need it. I need it. $12.99. Are you kidding me? Yes. Put that in the cart. Put it in the cart. I really like the colors on this, but I did leave it behind because it was a little bit of a womp womp. So welcome to my thrifting video. I'm doing a little bit of a voiceover here and there just so you can get a sense of what I'm thinking, because I forgot to put the camera on myself. I think you guys saw that in the beginning with the terrible camera work. A lot of times when I am thrifting, I'm looking for something specific, or I just have a couple of things that I try to keep in mind. This dress is awesome. I should have picked it up and I regret it later, so spoiler alert. A couple of the things I always try to keep in mind are sequin, like vintage beaded sequin. I'm really on the hunt for that all the time. I'm really trying to add more to my basics collection because I have quite a bit of show-stopping numbers. As you can see, my eye is drawn to the bright colors and everything shiny. So a lot of the pieces that I have in my closet already are very show-stopping numbers, very eye-catching, and that's not a bad thing or anything. It's just that I do need to add some basics to my collection. I try to avoid a lot of black when I'm at the thrift store because my wardrobe also consists of quite a bit of black. And I am a former goth, so of course I'm going to have a lot of black clothing in my closet or in my dresser. And that's not a bad thing or everything. That's actually a very good basic to have, but I need to expand on my basics. This is really cute, but not me. I always, when I'm picking a piece, I say to myself, is this something I would actually grab and go to? Would I actually grab this? And if the answer is, maybe not, then I try to put it back. I really like the color of that. The shiny bling bling. Very cute. In this thrifting video, I am very much on the hunt for something that I could wear to a wedding. And as you guys saw before, there was that purple sequin number that I did pull out just a few minutes ago. And I actually did get that. So spoiler, I got that and I brought it home. Hee. Here's something that I could have worn to a wedding had I decided to like that. I throw it in the cart, I'm pretty sure, but yeah, I didn't bring it home. It is helpful when you are a bigger girl like I am to measure yourself before you go anywhere, and also to bring your measuring tape with you. It can be extremely helpful. Some clothing has a little bit of give, so I definitely wrap it around my neck and do a little stretchy test just to see if there is some give. And if there is, then, you know, awesome. You can always size down just a little bit. But if the clothing doesn't have any give, you might as well not torture yourself. You're not going to make something bigger. You could try, but, you know, if you have bigger clothing, you can always make that smaller by either cinching in with like a belt, or, you know, taking it in a couple stitches. It's not that hard to do, actually. I've done that with my clothing all throughout middle school and high school. I used to alter clothing, and just by hand I would just stitch a couple stitches in the sides on each side, and it can cinch in if you need it to cinch in. And if you don't know how to do that, you can look it up online. I guarantee you will find a YouTube video of how to make clothing smaller or fit you better. it's not that difficult. Some people use a sewing machine. I have a sewing machine, but I find that I'm a little bit more accurate with just my hand stitches. See, I'm trying to lay that across and see if there's any give. I have to make sure there's a little bit of give, you guys. I want to be comfortable. Check out this lady. She can move my cart without even telling me. You know, I don't have eyes in the back of my head, lady. You could just use the words, excuse me. My husband and I get so upset about that when people don't say excuse me. That's a cute number. If they have that at the thrift store, again, I've seen it 3 times since I made this video. But if they have that one, again, I think I might have to pick it up. It's a Tommy Hilfiger. How do you say that? Tommy Hilfiger. This is one that I also pick up. I figure that is so cute for either casual wear, or I could wear that to a wedding as well. Very cute. I'm trying to keep the theme of what a wedding guest would wear in my head. I'm trying to keep that theme, but also something that I actually might wear just on a daily basis, you know. I'm really, really trying to keep that in mind. But back to that rude woman. See, the people right there, they say excuse me, and I moved the cart. The other lady, I didn't even see her, and she was so quiet, you guys. I didn't even see her, and again, no eyes in the back of my head, and she just breezed past me. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm apologizing for her not saying excuse me, but you know, I do that all the time. Anybody else say excuse me or oh, I'm sorry when somebody tries to get past you and they are the ones that are supposed to say something? Because it's like, you know, you're not looking over your shoulder every 10 seconds to see if somebody is... Oh, yeah, see? That's all it takes. Just communicate. Just communicate. That's all I ask. If somebody's trying to get past me, all I would like is for them to say, oh, pardon me, and I will move. I will move all the time. That's absolutely, I don't want to ruin or distort anybody else's shopping experience. Here's a fun Disney Mickey Mouse number. And I thought, not me. These last few dresses are ones that, I mean, you could wear that to a wedding. That's beautiful. But it kind of reminds me of something a flower girl would wear. And honestly, it felt like it would constrict me a little bit around the waist. And I'm like, yeah, I want to be able to actually breathe. See, I could go for a nice flowy thing, but it'd be nicer if it was a little bit more structured. I'm really drawn to structure and design. Look at the structure of that skirt on that dress. Something else. I really like the pattern on here. I don't know why, but it kind of reminds me of like a stained glass window. Sorry. And here's just a nice big shot of my chest. Okay, so I find a mirror and I'm like, oh yes, that dress needs to stay. I love it. I don't know why. It's like a Y2K, like, it kind of reminded me of that movie, 10 Things I Hate About You. And this dress, I kept going back and forth about it. I do find it, again, 3 other times. And the reason why I keep going back and forth is because I don't know about the lines on it. But you know, if I find it again, I think I'll get it. I really like the colors on this. Black and teal. Oh, just so pretty together. But you know, that lace, it just does not give, so I do leave that behind. Also, I have very, very sensitive skin, so if something is even slightly itchy, I put it back. Finding just a few other dresses right next to the mirror that somebody put back, and I'm like, ooh, this catches my eye. And I do like this one, but no give, and also it's black. I have so much black in my wardrobe, I don't need it. Don't need it. I love that little clueless number. Very cute. Very tiny though. Oh, let me just move this cart out of the way here. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Does that remind anybody else of Midsummer? The movie Midsummer? Except it's not white. Oh man. Comment below if you saw that movie. That was a great movie. I picked up a blue number, then put it right back. Why? Because it's too blue. I do like this sheer number, and I do find that a second time, but I didn't like the length of it. It was so short. Nice structure, but very bright colored. It kind of clashed with me a little bit. Yeah, put that back. Sometimes you need to look at something in the mirror up against yourself just to see if it actually would look nice on you. Am I the only person that does that, or do other people do that too? My motto is life is too short for boring clothing. That being said, I do need to keep in mind that I need some basics sometimes. I just did an eye roll. Yeah, that was way too bright. Oh, look at the shiny. Oh, shiny, shiny, sparkle, sparkle. Love the structure of that, but I think I am too busty for it. Yeah, definitely way too busty for it. I'm like, oh darn, getting so discouraged. And this is also a structured like onesie, one piece. Yeah, way too busty for it. It's interesting, you guys, because I'm breastfeeding, so my top half is bigger than my bottom half. And my husband's just like, yeah, you've lost weight, you feel smaller. Obviously, I lost a baby. He was born, so I'm losing baby weight little by little, and it does take time after you're a certain age and depending upon your genetics. And of course, diet and exercise do matter quite a bit. But my point here is that I'm very top heavy, and I always have been, and I got even more top heavy with this third baby. So I'm trying not to be like, ba-bam, in your face about it. But at the same time, it's kind of hard not to be, because they are there, you guys. They are there, and I can't shrink these things. Hopefully after I'm done breastfeeding, they will go down a bit. But that's the problem I'm running into. A lot of things will fit me around the waist and around the middle, and then it's like the top meat are just, it's too much. It's like, dang it, I need to find something that will fit the top meat too. Nice flowy number, but the problem? Way too short. Do I want to be showing off my butt? No, I do not. Here's a really fun number that I'm regretting that I put back, and it's not there anymore, so I know that I will never find it again. It's got skulls on it, you guys. It's got skulls on it. It was definitely hitting the inner goth part, but I think the reason why I put it back was because I was thinking, nah, that's the old me. See, I'm like, do I need it? No. And then I'm like, ooh, I forgot about this one. Do I want this? Put it back. Oh, and there goes that beautiful skull dress. And I'm hanging on to this Tommy Hilfiger, like, no, put it back. I'll hang on to it for a little bit longer. I need to think. I love the design on this dress. So pretty, but way too small in the bust. Such a drag. This also kind of reminds me of Midsummer, but in black and white instead of an all white outfit. Very cute, but also way too short. I am regretting not just picking this one up because it was so stretchy and I loved the pattern on it, and it just had like little accents of blue on the collar, or on the sleeves and on the bottom. And I think I do hang on to it just for a minute, but I put it back and I regret putting it back, you guys. I am looking for something like this dress, but I think the reason why I put this one back is because it didn't hit right. It was just way too long, and honestly it was a little bit too big, so spoiler alert, I do put that one back. Here's something that I beelined for as soon as I walked in the door. I was like, ooh, do I need it? No. Now no, I don't need it. I'm trying to be very, very specific about what I'm getting, you guys. And spoiler alert, I do get 2 things out of this whole trip. And this right here is one of them. Oh my God. Be still my heart. I love sequin. I love vintage sequin, and this is definitely vintage. It is sequin. It is a 3-piece, and I'm thinking, I can't beat this. Can I find this anywhere else? Wow, I can put this all the way up above my waist even? Wow. Do I really want to wear it that high? And it's all the same size. It's all vintage 18 wide, which is a little bit too big. However, anybody that knows vintage sizes knows you have to size up. You really do. You have to size up with vintage size. And also, if you're a bigger girl, you have to size up sometimes. And coincidentally, that is the underlying piece of that sequin is silk. It doesn't have much give, so I'm thinking about that as well. Gotta think about the fabric. Some fabric gives, some fabric really does not give, so you just gotta enjoy your hunt sometimes. Here I am cutting it down a little bit further. I like it, but I don't love it, so I'm putting it back. And again, if I find that again, I might have to just take it. Definitely get this one. It reminds me of 10 Things I Hate About You. I would wear it with like a headscarf, maybe like a little chain belt or something. Oh, with some docks. Wouldn't that be so cute? Oh. And then here I am, playing with my sequin number again. You cannot beat $12.99 for a 3-piece. And I put these boots back because I don't have anything that goes with them at all. And I put these boots back as well because I'm like, I don't need these. Those are cute. I don't need them. Where's the other one? It's buried underneath everything. Oh, ooh, distraction. Ooh, there's something else that's cute. It's a Chico's number. I like the colors on it. I know it's black, but it's got a whole bunch of different kind of browns on it. You can't really see it on the camera, but it's got like tan and cream and brown on top of black. I thought that was kind of classy, and it's stretchy. I love how a lot of Chico's numbers are stretchy. Chico's and Torrid, they are definitely catering to the bigger ladies crowd, and I appreciate that like so much. But again, spoiler, I do not pick up that dress, and I think the big reason why is I try it on and I don't like how the hem hits. It's just not very flattering. Like this, it's very structured, but it's not the right size, so I'm not even going to try. And here I am just showing off some of the dresses, stopping ever so often just to take a really good look. It does take me half a second sometimes to actually decide if I like something because I can't see it very well. I should be wearing my contacts, but every time I wear my contacts it throws my depth perception even more off than it is. I've got this crazy stigmatism, so it really messes with my stigmatism even more. And I should be wearing my glasses on this thrift trip, excuse me. Ugh. But I often forget where I put my glasses in my house, and sometimes my kids move them. Ooh, shiny! Probably why I always grab stuff that's shiny. Ooh, because I can see it. It reflects the light. And lighting is a really big deal for people that are vision impaired. Fixing the camera just a little bit. Now you can see stuff more at this level. And then here is a section where it's like long sleeve tops and button ups, and there are some blazers in here too. I thought this was a really cute thing to throw on over a dress, but I don't need that. I like the colors of it though. Oh, look at these. I just got some loafers though, so I don't need those. That's right, I jumped on the bandwagon of loafers, you guys, but I'm going to show them to you sometimes. And here we go, I'm going to put these shoes back, because I decide, I don't need those. If I needed it, you guys, I would definitely have bought it. Oh, Calvin Klein blazer. Very well structured, simple black blazer. I'm going to leave that right there for somebody else. I'm pretty sure I have all of the blazers. So I try to be very careful about which blazers I bring home because my husband gets on me about blazers. Oh, I love that. Oh, that's right, but I left that there because it was way too small for me. I would have bought it for my mother, but she's not into pink because she's a redhead, and sometimes certain pinks with redheads don't exactly mix well. Here's a nice throw-on number, but it was stained beyond belief. Here's a nice chambray. I didn't like the ripped look. Some people like the ripped look. But yeah, you guys, I'm always on the hunt for a really good blazer. I have a couple in mind that I still need to find that I have seen like on Etsy or Poshmark or even Depop, but they're all the wrong sizes, so I am on the hunt for blazers when they are in season. Oh, here's a Seattle Seahawks brand new shirt that I just showed you guys from Pink. Coldwater Creek. I do like how Coldwater Creek fits. They tend to be a little bit better structured than some other brands. I am not a brand whore by any means, but there is a big difference between certain brands. I'm just going to say it right now. Some of them are just better because they are better structured. Okay, and maybe I'm a little biased, but I do hunt for those specific ones. Not all of them. And right now, I think I'm calling my husband. Yep, Chuck Hubby Boo Boo. My hubby Boo Boo. I have this feeling I need to call him and check on the kids. So I'm going to call him and check on the kids. Look at this. Oh my goodness, I would have had to have this in a heartbeat. if it was for the right price, but I am not spending $10 on something like that when it's summertime and it's like 101. Coincidentally, you guys, this is the week that we hit triple digits, and I swear it was like so hot on the walk to and from the thrift store. So sometimes looking at these things with longer sleeves, it makes me sweat because I'm like, oh, I know I'm gonna have to walk home with these. Do I need these? Why did I get these? It's summer. A polka dot, but kind of reminds me of Dalmatian. Ah, that sun and moon sweater kind of reminded me of the old me. Ah, here's something that's fun. It's got like a deep V cross. Very cute. Oh, and it's stuck. I'm going to try and unstick it for somebody because I think they need to see the price on that. And I need to see the price on it too, if there is a price. And $10? Nope. For a crop? Are you kidding me? No. Anybody else kind of discouraged or surprised at some of the items that are at the thrift store that are priced a little bit crazy? Ah, here's something that's old me. Here we go. Here's something that's brand new. So it's some dead stock item, but I thought, oh, that's pretty. Somebody could throw that on over a swimsuit. Those people that walked by with the awesome colored hair. Oh my god, I am living for that. I love it. Ah, and here's some more blazer area. I can't stay away from the blazer area. I have to look. Sometimes you find numbers to throw on over something. Like, that's cute. You could throw that on. Ooh, look at the animal print. I never say no to animal print. Like, obviously I put that back, but it's probably because it's too small. Love this like burnt orange color, and oh, the material is so silky. I love the silky feel. Yeah, sometimes I have to pull something out just to get an actual good look at it. I try not to stop and grab everything, but if I see something that catches my eye, then I'll pull it out. It's weird though, watching this footage back, anybody else like, ooh, no, I wanted to see that. And I didn't grab it because I obviously didn't catch my eye. Maybe I'll start bringing my glasses more often, or maybe I'll just start, skimming through everything for you guys just in case. Because who knows if you guys see something or spot something that you like more. Look at the sparkles! Ah, that's cool. Very cool. That one was brand new too. Very animal print. Very fun. Sometimes with that texture though, that sheer kind of fabric, it can be very constricting and not breathing at all. So I try to keep that in mind when I'm on the hunt. I'm like, what is this? Oh, it looked like vomit. Never mind. I like the structure of this, but it makes me sweat just looking at it. Like, oh, goodness. Yeah, you guys, it did hit triple digits this week, and just looking at some of these long sleeves, why? Because I need to see if they have a good blazer for me. I always try to find a good blazer or a pretty throw over, because the throw over I'm wearing right now, I thrifted it and I really liked it, so I could have good luck. That isn't supposed to be here, that's a dress. Hmm. See, somebody said, "Excuse me," and I said, "Oh, sorry." There's a fun blazer. I've found this one like a couple of times, you guys, and I keep putting it back because every time I try it on, I'm like, no, I don't need it. But I always pick it up. I like the feeling of that and the velvet, but oof, way too hot. Way too hot for velvet. Does anybody else shop in season or shop out of season? I'm just curious here because for me, it just depends on how I feel. If I feel like shopping for winter, I will shop for winter. If I feel like shopping for summer, I will shop for summer. But sometimes it actually is summer when I'm shopping for summer, and sometimes it's winter when I'm shopping for winter. It just depends on how I feel about it. I don't know. What does everybody else do? Check out this purple fluffy monstrosity that is right there at the edge of the cart. I wonder if I'm going to pull that out because it's kind of catching my eye right now, just sitting here watching. Ooh, I like what I'm pulling out right there. That's so pretty. This was priced at $30, and it is so pretty. Right now I'm grabbing my phone and I'm taking a picture of it, and I'm going to message my friend that's getting married because it's so pretty. And I want to know what her size is so that, maybe I could pick it up for her if she wants it or if she's interested in it. But she sent me what her sizes are, and it was just a hint too small. So I leave it behind. But how gorgeous is that? I don't know. It reminds me of something that you would see in a very, very fancy place. The netting is very itchy, and that's the only reason why I wouldn't wear it for me, but I know that other people have, a better tolerance. And yeah, I'm looking at the size right now. It's a small. And she told me she's not a small, so I feel bad. But I'm going to keep my eyes open for her, you guys, because she still hasn't found a dress. And I'm also going to hunt occasionally for flower dresses for her daughter. Who knows? Maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe I won't. And here's something that I think would be a very fun flower dress. I've got my middle child right now helping me. And I skipped right past the purple number. That's okay. It probably wasn't interesting to look at. Look at this. Oh, that's so pretty and flowy. Wrong size. I would have that in a heartbeat if it was the right size, though. I can't tell you. There's a dress that's not it's not in the right section. Sometimes people put stuff in the wrong sections, you guys, and I think it's just so that they can hide it and find it later. Here I am discussing with my friend if that flower girl dress I pulled is going to work for her daughter or not. And I think I'm also going to give my husband a call back as well. Looking through skirts. I love the pleated look of this with the little scallop trim on the bottom. Very cute, but definitely wrong size for me. Like I said, I like to hold things up to myself and see exactly how much it stretches or not, and you can tell right away if something's going to work sometimes. Also, it wouldn't hurt to bring a measuring tape. If you don't know your body enough, just bring a measuring tape. It only takes a minute or two just to measure something out. I really like this shirt as well, but I leave that behind because, you know, I just don't need it. I don't need it. Ooh, shiny. And it's purple. But I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. Put it back. I have to talk myself out of getting everything because I want to get everything, but I don't need everything. That's what I have to put in my head is, do I need this? And if the answer is no or maybe, then I put it back because I'm not trying to be overindulgent. Shopping can be an addiction, and I'm just trying to taper my addiction down a little bit. Gotta have some discipline. Here's a very long black dress. And I'm thinking, you know, I could use a long black dress, but that one was just too long. So I put it back. Again, I can always go for those simple staples of, you know, basics, the neutrals that go with everything. Neutrals that go with everything include black, gray, beige, and white. Ah, my husband called me back. I have a lot of black in my wardrobe. Black is very slimming. And it matches the color of my soul because I'm a goth, so. Aw, I love the little peekaboos of leopard. I really do. Leopard touches my heart. There's a lot of leopard right in that section. This is the plus size perfection section, and I am not mad at it. I love this vest, you guys. I picked it up twice, and I put it back twice because, you know what? It was just a little bit too baggy for what I was looking for. I would like to get a vest, but I want it to be a little bit more fitted and structured, and while I can do that, it takes quite a bit of time, and a lot of my time is taken up by my children, so I can't just grab something to work on. If I'm going to grab something to work on, it's going to be several hours worth, and I don't always have the time to do that.
Okay. Well, I love you, and I'll be home in a bit. Bye.
And here my friend has messaged me back that no, her daughter can't have that dress. It's going to be too much. And I say, oh, okay. Gotta grab it back out. I'm so happy about that purple sequin number that I bring home. It is absolutely gorgeous. I have a handheld steam cleaner, and so I can just steam clean it as best I can. There are no obstructions or stains or anything that I need to worry about it with this, so it's like I can just steam clean it and then put it back in my closet when it's all clean. Sorry, we're just gonna sit here for a beat and just stare at this section. Oh man, I should really just resort to wearing the camera more often. That way you can actually hear me talking, because I do get in the habit of talking to myself. But when I'm arguing with myself, that's the problem. Anybody else argue with themselves? I actually stole that joke from my mom. I do talk to myself, but if I'm arguing with myself, run away. Ooh, look at this. That's very colorful, especially for Pride Month. Pride Month for the LGBTQ plus community, of course, and it just ended. It's July now. That's cute. I do like this. I like that it's a neutral color. It's layered. And it's got, you know, a little bit of mixed textures. I like it. And would it fit? Yeah, it would fit. So I throw it in the cart because I need to think about it. And I'm glad that I try it on in front of a mirror, which I don't think I record that, but I do try it on, and I'm glad that I put it back. It hits right at the wrong spot. So it's like it fits, but I'm not going to get it because it doesn't hit right. I love the plus size section, you guys. I find so many pieces in there that I just absolutely love. But a good chunk of it is a little bit too big sometimes for me. I do always search in there because I do find stuff that I wouldn't typically find in the rest of the store. And again, being a little bit on the heavier side, it is much more comfortable to wear something that is a bit baggy. So that is kind of a go-to for me lately. Here's something gorgeous. Ooh, but I'm gonna leave it there because you know what? I don't want to be that flashy. It is a bit mob wife though, you know. So if anybody's interested in that. I see some cute shoes up top. I don't need those. Oh, some cute goddessy kind of sandals up there. This is a very, very narrow section. They always make it more narrow by the plus size section. I'm not exactly sure why. I'm just going to pull out random things here. Here's a animal print that's brand new. I really like this color. It's like a mauve. Very pretty. Very nice structured blazer. Oh my. And, oh, that's a two-piece. A skirt and a button-up shirt. Very nice. Very well structured. Wrong size for me. That's why I leave it there. Here's a Batman number for any of my superhero fans. I love Batman. Batman versus Superman. Who prefers Superman? Who prefers Batman? Let me know. Alright, well thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed the video.